Just my opinion.
The podcast.
Mike Roberts, baby.
My name is Hery Irizarry.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Just My Opinion. My name is Hery. I'm with Mike. Hello, Mike.
What up, big dog? How you doing?
I'm great.
That
Hery
good,
the Tiger. Hery
Yes.
the Tiger today.
Hery
Yeah,
the
no, I'm
Tiger, I
good.
like it.
I'm good. Just like feel like I have a hangover, but I'm not. I don't have a hangover.
One of those.
Stuffy nose, sore throat. It might be COVID. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't care.
At this point, everything is.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Any symptom? You got COVID.
But I
Yeah,
smoke
how
just...
are you?
I'm good. I'm really, really good. I'm a little exhausted.
You took a pause. I am good.
I feel like you got me on the
good.
spot. You got me on the spot. Politically. I got my people listening to this. No, I really am. I'm good. I had an excellent week, and everything like that. You know.
Excellent.
Yeah, things have been good. Did a little improv show, really small little improv show at the golf course.
Wait. At a golf course.
Yes. We did one at a golf course clubhouse. This is our second time doing a show
I think
there.
I remember. So.
I think I remember.
Yeah, no. I think you told me this before when you were doing your first one.
Yeah, it's not my favorite venue.
Who books these?
Well, really, when it comes to booking us, like, it's by request, so to
You
speak.
can make a stand-up out of this, actually.
You think?
Well, I mean, people go to clubs to do stand-up. Usually they don't go to a golf club.
But it is a club.
Golf. You gotta be specific. It has a golf before it.
I don't
So I
tell
think
people
usually
that.
people go to golf clubs to play golf.
But see, what makes it even cooler is I tell people whenever we're having a show there, I'm like, hey, we're having a show at the club. At the club. Like, I'm going. Like, they're sending me to downtown.
So, do you get a lot of old people there?
No, so what it really is, well, yes and no. But it's an integrated mix. Because what we see is, when we go there, at the country club, is it's a nice place, but at the same time, it's not like a real just country club. It's a golfing community. Like
For
their
old
whole... No, not for old people. For any people.
Well, you just said community. Usually
could
that
live
means
there.
old people.
You could live there.
Fuck
I
you.
could live there. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it's like, I know what you're probably saying, like the 55 and up ones, but
Yeah. When you refer to country club,
yeah, golf community, totally right.
yeah, it sounds like old people.
So there
Nothing
is,
against them, but
it's factual. So
plus I don't see them staying the whole show because it gets dark.
well, we have to do a 4:30 show, which that's new for me.
Yeah,
No, I'm just
there
kidding.
you go.
I'm just kidding.
And at that time of the day, most people are not funny or don't get the jokes.
I'll be honest, dude. You've seen our shows and stuff like that. We're a pretty buttoned up group in certain aspects and stuff, and at our big arena, and that venue there, the country club. To me, that's the hard one. That's the hardest venue we have, is the country club one. It's not to say we're not going to figure it out, but as of now, it's definitely the most challenging venue because we don't have stages and all that, and that's where we started, was without all that. But now that you have it, it's really hard to go back. You know what I mean?
Where do you do it, at the range?
At the range. What an ass. What
Well,
an
they're-
ass. Jokes on the
warming-
range. They're
They're
way
warming
out
up.
there.
They're warming up and you're next to them telling jokes.
So, did you hear the one
That's
about the
very
monkey?
good. It's just the way when you talk about it, it just doesn't sound like
It doesn't sound invigorating.
It doesn't sound like it's going to be a great show.
It's a hard show because it's all flat room. That's where I've struggled with it. But not a bad show overall. Good time. Great time, actually, as a matter of fact, with my friends. I like the people that I do that stuff with, so that's a lot of fun with the improv. And we've got our big venues coming up all this next month, so it's no problem. Dates to come. The other big hot point is I didn't mention something about my experience in Las Vegas, by the way, last week.
We talked about it last week when you were you went to Vegas to work. Yeah.
I was listening to the show at the gym this week when you did it, and I completely forgot. I didn't even finish the story. I didn't tell you. There's one key point. I don't necessarily have to finish it. I went to Las Vegas. I came back. But, Hery, in Las Vegas, the ladies of the night, they are perfectly legal in Las Vegas.
Which is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope everybody knows that. All right. If you didn't, now you do. It doesn't make me a dirtbag that I know that. It makes me intelligent. So.
Makes me intelligent.
Yeah, because I'm aware of how other states' policies are. Not even just a national government level, but excuse me for knowing the state level. Yeah. That's pretty intuitive. So, anywho, when we were out there, it was me and a couple of my coworkers. We decided to take a taxi. The coworker that led the front on acquiring the taxi made me wonder why we weren't just getting an Uber. Because most people just get an Uber anymore. And he said, oh, fuck it. We'll get this guy right here, help him out. We're just, you know how it is in Vegas. You're really only in a car for a short period of time. And he had cash. So, we jump in the car with this older guy. It's a Ford Escape. We got 4 grown men we're bringing to the vehicle. It's a packed house.
Okay.
It's a packed house.
Okay.
We're about 15 minutes en route. This guy, as soon as we get in the car, is like, hey, man. He's this older fella. Picture is like 65. I think he's got like 38 out of 56 teeth. And however many teeth you have. He's got like a little over half. And we jump in the car. Very nice man. And he's like, all right. I'm going to tell you guys some jokes. I'm going to tell you some jokes. And the whole way we ran around. And he never got to the punchline. And we kept asking him in the back, like, where's the joke? Where's the joke, man? And he'd be like, all right, I'm about to tell you. He's like, you see this hotel over here? Donald Trump bought that and then had to sell it to this guy and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I don't give a shit. Where's the joke?
He knew you were a comedian, so he wanted to impress you.
I did. I wanted to hear the back. I said, what's this joke? Where's the joke? And my boss is really hard earned. He's like, where's the joke? Where's the joke? And then he starts telling us about his girls. He said, he's like, hey, by the way, we're in Las Vegas. If you guys are looking for some love, I got people. I'm thinking
love. There has to be a different word for what you're looking. We're not looking for love.
Nobody's looking for love on the strip.
No, you need to find a different word. But anyway,
that's what he said. So, so then at that point, he starts telling us where, if we change our mind, and then he's like, he does one of these. Hey, you in the back, why don't you go ahead and take my number down? So if you guys need something for later, and I said, oh yeah. And I literally,
you were the one looking for love.
Do you ever do this? I pulled out my phone and started tapping on the screen.
All the time.
As if I was saving this man's number.
Yeah, all the time.
And I said, and my coworkers were like, one of them was my big boss. And I said, I'm not saving this. He started dying laughing that we were, because he's in the back seat with me. So we're fucking with this guy, and they're like, oh, and he gets to the point. He says, I got this girl here. Like he's at a red light bragging like he's selling horses. He says, this girl here, Asian, ready to go, right here. This girl here, this will run you about $1,200-$1,500 a night. Okay, if you go to the bar and you try to, and this was a sales pitch. If you go to the bar at any one of these hotels, you try to get mixed up with any of those girls at the bar, they're going to knock you over the head, take your money. It's going to be $800 for 5 minutes of your life. My girls, you're buying direct. Like this guy made it seem like I found the Sam's Club of women in Las Vegas. He said, you're buying wholesale direct. I'm selling you direct. So, girl like this right here, instead of 800, we could do for 500. And then he's doing all these things. And
Did you
then
get the number?
no, I didn't, because he pissed me off.
Well,
He was getting on my nerves.
but though at that point, it got really interested.
I thought he was going to drive
me.
me down to an alley. I almost kept his number so we could interview him on the cast.
Well, but you never know if we need some love one day.
It would be cool to ask their perspective for sure.
Okay, that too.
And then, and then as we're getting out, bro, this guy's like, "Hey, I got a midget."
Oh, no, okay,
Bro.
okay.
Now, what?
Okay. Now, okay, you got my attention now. We're talking about. You just said the M word. You said
This
M
guy,
word.
he yelled it, bro. He rolled out his window and said, "Hey, I got a midget." I turned my
That
head.
was a punchline. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I turned my head. I said, "What?" And I said, "How much to get?" This is terrible. We're about to lose 500 followers. I said, "How much to get the midget girl?" I said, "I don't want to have any intercourse, but I'd love to pay to walk around.
Probably half price.
I'd love to pay to walk around this here establishment in Las Vegas with a little person." Especially a little baddie, a little mini baddie. Just walk around. We're just hanging out. Go to my coworkers.
Okay. Now I'll ask again. Did you get the number?
No. I should have.
Just say.
Everybody, and you know what's so
Wow.
crazy you say that? All my coworkers were disappointed too.
Wow.
They were all like, "Bro, we all chipped in just to have her hang out with us." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. But you didn't. You didn't speak up. You got me talking to this guy, navigating this. It was terrible."
Well, talk about midgets. we don't call them midgets. I just found out that it's offensive. Right, and I think I texted you this, which is kind of weird that we were talking about this today, but I had texted you during the week. Why is it offensive to call little people midgets?
So did you
So
do
I
some
was just-
research?
Yeah, apparently this goes back to the time of the freak shows.
Oh, well, now you're enlightening. Okay.
You see? So apparently they were called midgets because they were in those kind of shows, That's why today's generation doesn't want to be, called that. Not only that, it's just insulting to call them midgets,
Well, but now we
Yeah.
know why it's insulting.
That's part of it.
Because
Yeah.
you're
So
calling me
here's
a
my
fucking
thing.
circus act. No wonder they get offended. Shit.
Yeah. So But other people in the circus or the freak shows don't get offended.
Well, nobody's calling them a midget.
Yeah, but they call a clown a clown. They don't get
Oh.
offended.
Well, but see, the clown can hide behind his mask, right?
Aw. Anyway, so
The midget can't take and put his long legs back on. Okay. I mean, damn it, the little person can't do that.
but a little person, or they're okay with them being called dwarfs. Okay.
Dwarfs.
For me, it's more offensive to be called dwarf. Okay, dwarf comes from the term dwarfism, which is their condition. You know that? They're little people because they have dwarfism, which is that health, medical term for why they're
the
short.
condition.
So, I don't think I would like to be called a dwarf based on my condition.
I'm sure they wouldn't either. They'd probably like to be called by their name.
Well, yeah. Okay, this is gonna be so bad. We're gonna get canceled so bad.
But we're not
But
intending to.
Yeah, but why are you okay with somebody calling you a dwarf? What if you have some other condition? You would not want to be called by that condition.
No.
Right?
I mean, the amount of white people that would be called ADHD in this world.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or anxiety. I'm going to Anxiety's house. Bye. Bye. I love
Bye,
going
AIDS.
over there.
My AIDS.
Bye,
I have
Z's.
atheisms.
Yeah,
I don't under.
Now I'm just naming diseases. No, I'm just naming disease. I'm going to Kansas house.
Now, keep in mind, I'm just reading. I'm learning.
No, but
So
that is.
maybe
I never knew
somebody
that.
who's a little person maybe can enlighten us. I'm not trying to be funny. It sounds funny. It's just these kind of topics. I'm gonna find the humor in it. Sorry,
Well, but
but that's just me. Okay, friends.
sorry, we're getting a call from another listener.
So a dwarf upset. Like, I don't know. I find it interesting, but at the same time, like I said, I'm not gonna call them midget because if that's offensive to them, I won't do that, right? I just don't understand why is it okay to call you a dwarf and not a midget, or why you prefer to be called a dwarf.
Well, I think that the proof is in the pudding. Okay, look, we're not in the circus. We're not out here.
Yes.
Little midget.
But
the
dwarf were called because they were with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Well, I don't think Walt Disney endowed them.
So what kind of doctor said you have dwarfism?
Well, maybe it was a magical doctor, and at that time there was magic.
A Disney movie, and he decided to call it that way. Oh, please, that's bullshit.
No, we had little people way before Walt. Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen Game of Thrones, and they had them in the medieval times.
Yeah. Okay. Fair question. Why they always are upset?
Because everybody's calling them a midget.
But they're expecting, I guess, to be called midgets because anytime I see a little person, they always have like a grumpy face.
That's just the way their face looks. My favorite little person actor is Peter Dinklage from Game of Thrones.
I mean, who else?
Peter Dinklage. Well, the other guy I liked passed away. The gentleman from
Well, there's not too many. What I mean is there's not
Austin
too
Powers.
many to select
Mini-Me.
from.
Mini-Me passed
And
away.
Willow. Remember Willow?
You have a Manuelo? There's a Spanish little person?
No, there was a movie called Willow, and it was a little person. He was also in the Potter movies.
Oh, yes.
Willow.
I
My
know
name
that
is
guy.
Willow.
I met that guy.
And he did the Leprechaun. He did the movie Leprechauns.
Yeah, he was Gringotts. That's that guy. The Gringotts bad guy.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I remember when I met him, he was at Universal, and nobody recognized him. Nobody recognized him. And he was sitting literally, so if you go to Universal Studios in Orlando, at the Diagon side, there's the Gringotts Bank, and there's this golden statue of all these coins, and he is the character that they, on top of the coins. Like, they made the statue look like him. He is sitting, there's like a curb you can sit on right in front of it. He is sitting on. No, he was sitting. He somebody picked him up and put him up there, and he was sitting waiting for them to come back. And
this is more offensive than calling them midget.
Yeah, well, I just take out the word.
Yeah, true.
God made him a dwarf. I didn't. If you have a problem, take it up with him. So whenever
all the proper channels.
Yeah, bro. Don't complain to a radio show on a podcast about your political problems with my podcast.
Yeah.
We're not a political podcast. We're a bullshit podcast. If anybody was to listen to this podcast and take this seriously or write a paper on us, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's a good idea.
It's okay. We'll read it on the cast.
We'll definitely read it on the cast. So,
yeah, we'll read it.
Everybody,
anyway,
nobody noticed this guy. And he was just sitting there in a Hawaiian t-shirt with his little legs hanging off the edge, chilling.
Gringotts had a Hawaiian t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's what you just said.
Yeah.
Aww!
And I pointed, there were these kids there recording for like their high schools and middle schools. It was like, local media day. And they didn't know he was there. And I pointed him out to these two little like 6th grade news kids. And they went over there and got a full interview. And I was like, man, how cool is that? If you got to go back to school on Monday and be like, I got an interview with the guy from Harry Potter.
Oh my God.
I would have been excited. I thought it was cool. And that was my best experience with a little person.
Yeah. And
I had a bad experience with a little person the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was from Vegas?
No, different one. I was at the gym. Never noticed we
There
had a
was
little person.
at the gym.
We did not. I've never noticed a little person member before, and I'm sorry, like where I live, they're few and far between. We don't see a lot of little people around here. So I was going to the gym. I was walking by the cable machines, and look, the mirrors are on the wall. Everybody's looking at themselves when they walk or as they move or work out, whatever. I walk by the cable machines, and I realize somebody's doing like the pull downs with the cable, but the pull down cables are like on a setting 5. And normally you have to raise it all the way to the top, And I look down, and sure enough, bro, there he is. Cut off shirt, basketball shorts. My man looked like mini Dwayne Johnson.
Oh.
Stacked.
Yeah.
Little man, bro, getting it. Like, I was like, damn. All this happened within half a second, by the way. In my head, I thought, but...
There was one in Sasha's Zumba class. Oh, man. Ooh. She was gorgeous. Anyway, going back to your story. Vegas.
This is it.
Oh!
This is it. Vegas was over after that. So, in short, I worked the next couple of days in Vegas. I had all kinds of people approach me. So, I quit drinking alcohol and switched to soda water. And it looks like I'm drinking vodka.
Like for that day?
For that day. Yeah, not forever.
Oh, okay. Like,
it's that night. Like, these guys, like, we kind of slowed down. Well, at least I did. I slowed down a lot drinking with the weight loss and everything like that. So, I'll have a few drinks. But like Hery, these people want to party. Like, they want to drink from 5 to 5 a.m. These are business people. So, and I'm out there. I'm like, yeah, I'm done with that. Dude, I got approached and annoyed by all these people that were drunk and started to be the only sober guy at the party. And I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
The next day, though, I had a great time. I mean, there were a lot of laughs. But the next day, flew out, came home. That was it. I just want to tell you the story about the guy who tried to sell me a little person. And he used...
I think that's amazing. I think that is
the
awesome.
M word. He said midget. He said, hey, I got a midget.
What's offensive is he actually probably calls her a midget, like to her face.
Yeah. Get your little midget
probably
ass in there,
does.
suck some dick.
Oh, man.
Just walk right into it.
That sounds, I don't know.
Worst topic ever. How do we pivot?
Can we take a break?
Oh, so I moved. Let me ask you, how many times you been moving people? You moved people in your life?
I'm gonna say friends specifically, like not myself. I don't know. I think like 3-4 times. I'm a grumpy guy, but I end up helping people. I don't know why.
You enjoy helping people because you're a grumpy guy. Is that what it is?
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. You know me. I'm like, fuck off, and then I'm helping.
Exactly. I think it makes you feel okay to bitch because, like, you know what? I'm still helping. So if I want to bitch,
you know
I can
what?
bitch.
My mom used to say that that I'm very similar. I don't know if you ever seen the movie As Good as It Gets.
Yes, Jack Nicholson.
With Jack Nicholson. My mom says that I'm him, that character.
In that movie, that's funny.
Yeah.
I could see that.
That I'm that character, always grumpy and miserable, and I end up doing it.
Why are you bitching? Just do it.
Yeah, that's me. But yeah, I think I've done it like 3-4 times. Yeah,
I hate moving.
after I say no.
Yeah, I always say no. Say no to moving.
But I'm the worst one because I want to get it done right away, and these people take their time.
Yes, and everybody moves.
If I'm going to help you, let's go. I'm going to help you, but we got to go.
We got stuff to do. I don't know what we're doing, but we're going to get it done, and then we can do it after
serious.
this.
I'm working right now, so let's go.
Bro, we moved my grandmother for the past 2 days now. And that's actually why I got on late to the cast today. Everything like that, as you know. When I text you this morning, I think it was like 4:30. We had finally laid down. I was like, I got to text him right before I lay down. Because I told you I would. And, bro, it was a long day. So what happened, my grandmother, 72 years old, is moving, right? Recently, I think my grandmother was widowed. My grandfather now has been dead 3 going on 4 years. So, no big deal. You know, things happen. But now she's moving. Now she's moving. He would get a kick out of that if he was alive, too. You fucking asshole. So, now she's moving. She hires... Dude, my grandma, for one, is a badass. Because she said she was going to sell her house on her own. Everybody's kind of like, okay, sure you are. You know, we love you. She sold the house. She didn't want any commission. She didn't want to pay commission. She said, I don't want to pay commission to somebody to sell my house. I can sell my house. And she sold the whole thing.
Why she wanted to sell?
Because she wanted to sell in order to build a house with my aunt. They're going to be building some.
Yeah.
So she could build a guest house in my yard if she wants. No problem. So.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm already coming into this with a little bit of family optimism. Okay. Then I get down there. She tells me, hey, Michael, look, I'm hiring movers. You know, we've been in this house 20 years. There's no way you're moving this. All right. I like that. I didn't argue it. Cool. Movers. Great. I'm coming to help unpack. We get down there last Friday, Hery. And these guys, I got there at 3 o'clock. The movers had delivered their first load and were supposed to be coming back. They showed up at 5:45, almost 6 o'clock. These guys been gone. They leave with 3 guys, come back with 4 guys, and a different truck. Some shadiness going on here, Hery. Fucking shadiness.
Mm-mm.
So we listen to the guy. She pays him for that day, and they say they drove all the way back. So it's a 45-minute gap from her old house to her new house. Let me paint that picture. One way. Each way is 45 minutes or better.
Damn.
So they went there and back, dropped off a truck, came back and said, they started working for like 20 minutes and then said, no way we're going to get this done in time before midnight. And blah, blah. I'm like, it's 6 o'clock, gentlemen. Like, what do you... Load up a truck and get another load in. Like, you're getting paid. Nope. These fucking pussies, bro. They just called it a day right then and there. Well, we're going to go ahead and call it a day. And so if somebody tells you on Friday they can't get the work done, you think they're coming back on Saturday. These guys say they couldn't come back to site until Sunday. Mission accomplished. Bro, mission accomplished. At that point, as soon as they fucking left, I was pissed. Melinda was mad. And now we started calling people. And I said, I was running through names. Got a hold of my brother. My brother come down the next day. Yesterday, bro, I think we made it in like 3 trips. Brother showed up with a trailer to help out. That was big help. And we ended up moving the whole second half of that fucking house. Working past midnight. Getting it done. Because that's what you're supposed to do.
Wow.
Dude, those people, and I will send you the picture, not only did the movers, and when I get the name, I'm going to announce it on the cast, because I want everybody to go, fuck these people, because this is terrible.
Yeah.
So, you know, because it is funny podcast, but it was bad. So, she perfectly labeled all these boxes and totes, told them where she wanted, gave explicit instruction. And now, granted, did she mess up by not going with the movers to the new property? 100%. But again, I asked the crowd to remind themselves, 72-year-old woman, never had movers before either. So, anywho, we end up going over to the garage, and it looks like a hoarder's house. Like, they just packed everything in the garage. Boxes, totes, buried her furniture where she had specifically asked them to put it. Everything. Now, I don't know if they had every intention of coming back and that's why they did that. But based on the way they stacked it, fuck them, bro. They did a terrible job. Terrible job.
You gotta get their name. You gotta send some emails. You gotta send some pictures. You gotta take care of that.
I'm gonna make it my hunt to go after these guys somehow, even if in a funny way. I don't care. I'm gonna make you look bad.
Yeah, that's not okay. I mean, come on. I'm an older person. You don't do that.
How much you think it costs to move? If somebody had to move you today and your stuff was in boxes already, ready to go, and
I don't know. I don't know how much they charge for that stuff because I paid to move to my new house, but to be honest with you, I don't remember.
$1,900 for 3 guys to work 10 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. That's fucking wrong. It's fucking wrong. They dicked around. They didn't show up on time. I'm like, bro, we shouldn't have to foot this whole bill. This is ridiculous.
That is messed up.
That is
disrespectful.
Yeah. The service they provided was moving. Don't get me wrong. She had a hot tub that they had already moved. Like, I was very thankful shit like that had been done.
Wait. Your grandma has a hot tub?
Oh, yeah.
How can you say a story goes so fast on a hot tub? A grandmother with a hot tub.
Yeah.
Grandma has a bathtub.
Bro, my grandma's a gangster. Gangster.
Oh my God.
Nothing slows her up.
The things that stood out to me, that stand out is like the craziest things ever. But yeah.
And there's a hot tub.
It would have been awesome if I was there to say some jokes to Grandma about the hot tub. I don't know.
She would have appreciated it, no problem. It's a full runner. It works great, dude. It's a nice hot tub. So, they fucking, they move stuff. They move stuff like that. Well, because some people keep broken hot tubs. You ever met a friend with a broken hot tub? It's like, yeah, I just got to get the pump fixed. It's going to fire up great. I'm like, dude, you got 10 inches of fucking leaves in the floor of it. I don't think it's worth it.
What, a sock tied up around the pipes and stuff?
Yes. And I'm always thinking to myself mentally, like, I'm never going to go in that hot tub. I hope you're not getting that hot tub fixed so when I come over, we can go in that hot tub. I'm not going in that.
Nope.
Maybe use a lot of bleach. Clean it up.
You know how much piss is in there?
Yeah. What's your take on other people's hot tubs? Because, hot tubs are a sensual place. So I always got weird about going in somebody else's hot tub.
Yeah, that's an extra area of the house that you can have some steamy sex.
This is my problem. So when you get in other people's hot tub, you have to believe.
I don't remember going into anybody's hot tub. I really don't.
So if I buy a hot tub, I get a 4-seater.
Nope.
And I say, hey, you, Sasha, come over, bring the suits, we'll take a dunk.
Nope.
We'll light a cigar, drink some whiskey, jump in the hot tub.
All that. Maybe my feet.
All that, maybe my feet. You look like the guy waiting at Harry Potter.
Oh, no. Yeah. I ain't going in. Dude, I ain't going in.
I'm like, Harry, I just put new chemicals in it today. It's all good. It's sterilized.
Yeah, you probably have some loose kids in there.
That's what I'm. So I do. Would you believe that it's fair to say that the hot tub era has passed?
What? They're always going to be there, but no.
Because there was an era. Recreational warehouse, steals. Come get your summer pools. Come get your hot tubs.
No, they're always going to be around. I think it's just. I think the older you get, you understand more what's the purpose.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like them.
I like them, but I would like them. The thing is, I'd be pissed off if I get a hot tub. Hot tubs are expensive. You buy one, You're in it for 10 minutes, you get out.
And I don't know, I wouldn't want to be in a hot tub with my friends. Because for me, hot tub means sex. Right? And,
You're not mistaken.
you know, you drink and, you know, everybody gets drunk. I don't know.
All of a sudden, you got the wrong toe touching the wrong person's toe.
Yeah, I want to keep my friendship.
Don't want to make it weird. Don't want to make it weird.
Yeah. Yeah,
Now, if
I
I'm
don't
on a...
I don't want to text the next morning, like, man, we had a great time. Nah, I'm good.
You guys want to stay for breakfast?
No.
So-
I'm okay. I don't know.
I'm negative on the hot tub. Even after seeing Hot Tub Time Machine, you don't want to get in a hot tub?
That ain't going to happen.
Chevy Chase is never going to show up and...
Nope, never will.
Okay.
I have a dirty mind.
But if you go on
I think
vacation...
you're talking to the wrong person. I haven't.
Well, you're the only
Again,
person on the
still-
podcast. Yeah, I mean, it's me and you.
Yeah, but it's still, my mind at some point is going to think dirty stuff. You believe, want it or not, something might cross your mind. Especially if you're drinking or you after a certain point, you know. I don't even want to have the opportunity to think like that.
So, what I find even more interesting is when you go to... What about this? Okay, now we've talked about personal owned hot tubs. Okay, POHTH.
I know.
Fuck,
Okay.
POTH.
I think I know where you're going.
So, no, I don't know if you do. How do you feel if you go on vacation and there's a hot tub at the resort? I get in that hot tub. I get excited to get in those hot tubs.
Yeah,
But which have strangers in them.
Yes.
And I'm talking, we're going to have at least 155 and up. We're going to have one mom or dad where their husband is watching the kids. We're going to have one asshole that brings their kid in the hot tub, which pisses everybody off.
And jumps. They don't come in, they jump into the hot tub.
And then you have great people like me and you who are sitting there enjoying themselves like we were supposed to.
Yes. So Sasha loves hot tubs. Ugh. They have to have the hottest water possible for her to get in there. And Sasha will have conversations with random people.
You're not a talker? You're not talking to people? While you're bubbling?
You know me.
You're in a
know
bathtub. Figure I'd talk, see how you're doing.
Even when I'm not in a hot tub, you know me. I don't talk to somebody I don't know right away.
This
Not
is true.
Sasha has a whole conversation, and you know, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. What if you touch that person's feet?
Ah!
You know, there's like a second that you look at each other, and you don't know what the other person. And what if you misinterpret what they're thinking? Like,
or you get the one lady who's like,
okay, yeah. How many of us?
Spicy. That's never happened to me. That's never happened to me. And argumentatively, I do think that it is ironic that more people will get in a resort-style hot tub, including myself, by the way, before I'll get in somebody's personal hot tub.
Yeah.
But I will get in somebody's personal hot tub if it's a decent size. If it's built for guests, if it's a 4-personer, I can do it. You ask getting me to do a 2-piece hot tub with my buddy, I think that's too intimate. I think it's too intimate.
I think if I see you turning it on, you know, putting the
chemicals,
starting everything, and it looks, you look like, okay, seems like
blue
clean.
water. Yeah.
I might think about it, but I don't know any friends now that I think about it. I don't think I have any friends that has a hot tub.
Nobody. I don't know of anybody either besides my grandma.
I don't even want to think about that hot tub.
Grandma's wild, bro. Grandma's wild. I'm getting in the nude. I'm going in the hot tub. Don't look back here if you want to see your grandma.
And I'm sorry. At 70, you all get in there. You ain't coming out to take a piss. You all stay there. They all stay in there. Those old 70-year-old juices in there.
That's why they keep so much chemicals in there.
Oh my God!
Kill it all off.
No, I wouldn't.
Ugh.
Don't know.
Not
If
fun.
you get one, I. Oh. Well, okay. First of all, that's that why you're asking me? Are you getting a hot tub?
Maybe I will. Now I would get one just for this joke. I would go get a hot tub just for this joke to work out.
And you know what's the worst part? And I know you. I think you're gonna try even to touch my toes.
Everything I'm telling you now is a foreshadow of your future. Yes, 100%.
I can see that, and I'm gonna get really uncomfortable. Like I'm already uncomfortable. Like, what are you doing? I don't know.
You know.
And if I'm drinking, like, is he?
Is this going somewhere?
No, you're joking. No, you're joking. Right? No.
I
do
love
I
to
know?
mess with this guy.
I don't know. Is it? No? Yeah. Oh, nah. Okay.
All right.
No, I knew you were joking.
I knew it the whole time.
I knew it all along. Yeah. Whew. Anyway.
Oh shit. Did you watch any good shows this week, sir?
Not really. I did watch what you told me to watch, which
The
'cause
Tread.
Yeah, I've been busy this week. I've been busy this week.
So
not
what?
busy. It's normal stuff, but yeah.
What did you think of Tread on Netflix? TREAD, by the way, like tire tread, people. It's a great one.
First of all, it's really good. I'm surprised that I had never seen it. It's a 2019 film, documentary. So I was surprised that I missed it, knowing how much stuff I watch of that nature. But it was a very good show. Very, very good. Very good. How do you feel about the guy? First of all, you can explain it better. He's from your part of town.
My part of town. I think this guy, I don't even remember. Now you really got me, because I don't know where he came from. What was that town?
It seemed like close to Colorado.
Yes, you're right. It was in Colorado. So it's somewhere in Colorado. There was a town. Obviously, you guys are going to check this out because you come here for the best documentary and movie news. So the show itself is about a gentleman who was a local business owner, retired veteran, came to this town, the town he settled in.
Granby, Colorado.
By the way, what was it called?
Granby. Yeah.
Granby, Colorado. So, if you're not familiar with small towns, or if you are aware of small town politics. So, small town politics are a thing. This gentleman basically had a business that was smaller than the businesses of the families that had been there for years and years, and they tried to use all of these actions to basically make him sell his property, and they did all these dirty moves on the back end with permitting, stuff you'd kind of expect from a bad Disney movie. And they got under his skin so bad that this guy goes to auction and buys this impenetrable, super strong bulldozer on its own. Okay, and if you're not familiar with what a bulldozer is, okay, it's the one with the tracks. It's like chick, 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 and it's just got the big blade on the front. Looks like it just pushes stuff. And what he did was he brought it back, and he was a welder by trade, and sold all of his property except for as long as he got to work in one of his sheds. And then he took metal and made these metal casts and filled them with concrete to create armor for this entire bulldozer. He put cameras around it. He's very smart. I mean, dude, the stuff he thought about was really, really good.
He put concrete on the front part where what's it called, that thing, the bucket?
The blade or whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah, he put in between, he put another piece of metal, and I guess he put concrete in between as well.
Yeah. I mean, it was incredible. I mean, the ingenuity the guy had. And then one day,
this is a movie.
And then one day he fired it up, and ran that bitch through town. And he hit
Goodness.
every city councilman and woman that messed him up and messed him over during that process. He ran over their business. He didn't necessarily try to hurt anybody physically, by the way. But, well,
No.
yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He did have a gun. He was shooting guns.
Well, yeah, but the cops. The Cody guy shot first. He was well prepared. He was well armed. He didn't shoot anything until he got shot first. If you go back to the show, Cody, the older guy, the guy who wanted to buy
his property,
the land that he bought, the property, who didn't get to buy it in the what is it called, in the
concrete plan or whatever.
Yeah, but they did a what do they call that thing? The auction. When
Yes.
he bought it at the auction, this guy Cody, according to him, was rude to him. That was the guy he went to attack first. His plant, and Cody pulled a gun and started shooting at him. And then all the cops showed up, but at that point, he decided to pull that
I got
huge weapon.
Yeah. This guy said, "Don't worry, I got it."
Like he was going to war.
I mean, there was no way they could have taken this guy down. And what's crazy is they technically didn't.
No, he got stuck. That was it.
He got stuck. I mean, this guy, when I tell you he made a mess of that town.
I really couldn't believe it. I was Googling it because I was like, there is no way. First, I don't remember this happening. But this is like a actual movie. But it's a real life. When you see this thing in the middle of the street, surrounded by cops, somebody on top of the dozer, it's like, you can't believe this is real life.
I mean, the fact that he designed this machine, I really do encourage everybody to watch this. It happened in the United States, early 2000s, and the reason this happened, of course, besides the business stuff, and the reason you didn't hear about it was because Ronald Reagan died the day after he did this. And
True.
So the day after he did this, Ronald Reagan dies. What's more important? Ronald Reagan's death. Guy running. I think if this had happened in 2022.
Oh.
Ha.
So, okay. So what is your take on it? Do you think he was saying the truth, or
I
he
think
was just paranoid?
I think he started out telling the truth. I do think, like, because I grew up in a small town here in Florida, in a small southern town at least, like, I definitely watched small town politics take a place.
Yeah, that's right.
All throughout growing up. So, like, at first, I think the beginning of it, I was like, yeah, they fucked him over, But then it started to get a little convoluted when he did start to sound a little paranoid. Like, I feel like, do you know if you tell yourself long enough, you know how everybody says it'll happen? Like, I feel like this guy told himself the world's out to get me about 1 million times.
He created a story in his mind, and he
Yes.
believed it. I do think so. Now, it doesn't help that those guys that are in the documentary, it seemed like they're all a bunch of fuckers. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, they seem like
not
bad
nice
people.
They're not nice. They look like they're not nice people, and so I think it was not going to be what he wanted anyway, regardless. Now, were they intentionally doing certain things? Who knows? But to the point for him to do what he did, I think he created a bigger story than what it was.
Yes. Because, at the end of the day, that's not necessary. But it was fucking awesome.
No, it was kind of weird because, like, when he tried to sell the bulldozer, he couldn't sell it. He said, if he couldn't sell it, because God doesn't want it to sell it, because there is a purpose.
And see, he did keep making a religious thing. I did notice that, where he was like, these people came in and walked right by. Now, I will say the arrogance is baffling from everybody that walked into there.
Yeah.
Everybody that all walked right around it, could have shut it down. I mean, and he even said it. If they would have seen it, they would have shut me down. No doubt. He said while building it, I'm hoping somebody stops me before I do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at this point, somebody yearning like that, you should assume that he knows that this is wrong, which is good. I would have liked to have seen them get him out of there alive because I wanted to see how it was supposed to actually open. That had me curious too. Like I wanted to see the door.
Yeah. Right.
That they couldn't find.
What a very smart guy. He put that together, and in that time, and just you know the thought process on it. Okay, if I do this way, and if I weld it this way, all that kind of stuff together, that requires a great mind. Of course, unfortunately, it's for a bad thing, but it's a great mind.
I mean, you have to really play it out. He had compressed air to blow off his visual lenses so that he knew debris would be on his machine, so this way he could always see. And then had fans in there, and he had air conditioning. He had external ways for this thing
cameras.
Yep.
He had cameras. Yeah, he had cameras.
All that machine did was get way too hot, way too quick, and if he wouldn't have did what he did at the end to get stuck, and I won't say that part, what he did to do to get stuck, but had he not gotten stuck, I don't think they would have stopped him.
No, they wouldn't. He would have got tired of it.
But he shot himself. I think he was tired of running out of gas.
Well, I think he felt trapped too. Because
maybe he welded himself in there. Maybe he welded himself in there. There was no door.
Who knows? Now, there's always room for more. I think that he tried to prove a case on what they were trying to do to him, So I think there is facts there that could be looked at. Did they really try to make his life a living hell by denying permits and charging him an amount for this or whatever it is? There's that evidence. It's just what happens is, to his point, he was an outsider.
Yeah.
And if the only person who can go in there may be like the FBI from another area and go in that little town and say, give me all the paperwork. Let me look into all this,
Yeah.
That's the only way you can actually find out if he was telling the truth. But at that point, pretty sure that all that disappeared. If there was anything.
For sure.
Yeah. Those two brothers, millionaire brothers, the Jacksons, woo, they look like they can make a body disappear.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not happy that the guy's running through town. But at the same time, those people look like dickheads.
Yeah, have no heart.
I think if pushed to the edge, I could do that to them.
Yeah, and that's how when you Google it, the documentary says, this guy who was pushed to his limits.
Yeah, because I think it's obvious. The local government failed him.
Yeah.
Okay. He got pissed off by small town politics. No, he did not have a spouse. He's just a single guy. He liked being a single guy. He wasn't a creep or anything like that. Actually, he was married at one point, right? And then his kind of craziness.
Yeah, they broke up. Yeah.
They broke up because he didn't like her smoking. I don't know why we needed that detail in the movie, but we got it.
I think there was more, but that's all they know.
Mm-hmm.
Or she did, but she didn't share either. When they asked her, she was very, very short.
That's probably because that bitch knew the whole time what he was doing.
She took off. I gotta go.
Yeah.
It was too much. It was too much to handle, to watch.
She knew.
Yeah. I don't know. But, yeah, really good show. Really good show. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, Tread on Netflix, guys. Very cool show. It's not our typical top 10 show, but it is really cool. I came across it. Well, it is, but it isn't. You get the point. It's a great documentary. It's very juicy to watch. It's something that I promise you're not going to say, oh, I've seen this before, unless you've seen it, because it is by far different than anything I've ever seen before.
Yeah. On a side note, changing the subject, I will be watching this week the second season of Catching Killers. The first season was amazing. I think we talked about this.
Oh, yes.
It's number 10 right now on Netflix, so I'm going to go watch it. Hopefully I can watch a few episodes today. And I'm kind of interested in watching that new season, that show called Inventing Anna. Have you seen that? It's number 1 right now on Netflix.
I did see that it's number 1. I haven't watched it though. I don't know anything it's about.
Well, I want to watch it because it's that girl from Ozark. What was her name? The little blonde girl.
Oh, really? Oh, well then now you got me. I love her. She's an
What's her name?
amazing actress.
Yeah.
I'm going for it right now. Going for it.
Oh my goodness.
Stand by. Inventing Anna. I did not realize.
Julia Gardner. That's her name.
That is not
She
Julia
plays Ruth.
Gardner. Is it?
Gardner, yeah. She plays Ruth. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, these are like hour-long episodes.
Yeah, so she starts in that new show called the Inventing Anna, and she's a con artist. Seems like it. So that's why I'm kind of interested in watching it.
Ooh.
I'll be watching it probably this week at the gym and maybe at work. No,
Well,
I mean at the gym. And so we can talk about it next week.
We'll talk about Inventing Anna. You got me because I love her. She's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And I like that they made her. I like that they.
Really good.
I'm happy already just like looking at the preview that they let her be pretty, because I hate that like in the Ozark they made her look. They did that on purpose to fit that part to make her look rough.
Yeah.
And
she looks better. Let me give you that. I'll give you that.
that's what I'm saying. Like presentable, and like I wanted them to in Ozark. Like I still want to see this. I always wanted her to have like her day in the sun.
Yeah, there's some pretty good actors on that show too, and actresses. Laverne Cox is in that show.
Laverne,
One of her friends. Yeah, she's on that show.
damn.
Yeah. So, there's a few people that it seems pretty good. So I want to see if I can watch the whole thing.
Well, and the director of it, Shonda Rhimes, that doesn't hurt either.
Yeah.
By the way.
Okay.
It's a huge. Shonda Rhimes is one of the best writers ever for drama series and stuff. Yeah, like if you look her name up and see.
It's a drama.
Yeah. If you see what Shonda Rhimes has written and done, like bro, you've seen a lot of her stuff without realizing it already.
Okay.
Shonda Rhimes is amazing.
Cool. Yeah. So I'll watch that this week. Seems good. Number 1.
Number freaking 1 already. Bro, just for example, let me just tell you a couple things she's written. Grey's Anatomy. That's all Shonda Rhimes.
Wow.
Scandal with Olivia Pope. Inventing Anna, of course. Private Practice. Seattle Grace. Scandal Gladiator. And then A Corazon Abierto. That's a Spanish show. You might know that one.
I don't. Bitch.
Maybe I'm saying it wrong. You can't see for that.
Oh, March 1st. Let us see.
You ever seen this image?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
that's racist. There's a couple of good things I want to watch too. They're coming up soon to Netflix on March 1st. It's called The Worst Roommate Ever. It's a documentary, true crime documentary. I can't wait. It looks
That is gonna be
creepy
good.
as hell. A serial killer, your roommate. Awesome.
Sounds like ratings.
Yeah. So, anyway, I'm looking forward to that one too. So, we'll see.
Well,
Anyway, my friend,
all right, my brother.
on that note, has been fun.
Yes, sir, it has. And da-da-da. Enjoy your Super Bowl tonight, sir.
I will. I'm looking forward to the wings and the food and the halftime.
Ooh.
Can care less about the game.
Dude's best halftime show ever tonight happening.
Uh-huh.
Ever in the history of Super Bowls. This is the greatest halftime show I've ever looked forward to.
It's going to be... I hope it's good. It can be really good.
I hope you were right. Like, maybe there's, like, too much build-up, and it's, like, just doing the normal thing, guys.
It'll be cool. Just watching Snoop. Snoop is funny.
I think Snoop's going to come out on a lowrider, like they did in The Chronic.
Ooh.
I bet.
Oh. That would
And
be
you're
cool.
in California? Bro, you got to hop it out with all of them riding in it, and that's what they all come out in? Want to fuck with Dre.
We'll see.
Bro, I'm getting chills
I
right
hope
now
so.
talking about it. I'm getting chills.
Look at that. I thought it was just a hairy son of a bitch, but I guess not.
All right, man.
Okay, man.
All right,
This is
muchacho.
fun.
See you next week.
Bye.